In this episode of Talkbox Sessions, I sat down with Chloe and Sherrie from folk pop duo Moemoeā. We meandered over topics including how they met at the local theatre, juggling late night gigs with milking cows, and I had the privilege of playing on 2 of their new songs. It was a gentle conversation that underlined once again how universal the creative process is. Chloe and Sherrie both drawing on their individual life experiences to create something new.
Slowly nickling away, ignored it all the same. It's not what I asked for, but I'm blessed with pain. It's in the back of my mind, pretend it's all fine. Feels like an anchor, drags me down time, trying to keep my head above the water. The waves are dark and deep, they're pulling me under. Water embodies me, eyes closed and open. I am the ocean, I am the ocean. Is this a scratch I forgot to read? Is this a scar that I tried to heal? Is this a cross that I have to bear? Is it a faded love that I have to rise above? Trying to keep my head above the water. The waves are dark and deep, they're pulling me under. As water embodies me, eyes closed and open. I am the ocean, I am the ocean. Ooh, my head is swimming in the waters of despair. Ooh, did I succumb? I'm drowning in my face. Ooh, what water crashes over me. Now I can hardly breathe, trying to keep my head above the water. The waves are dark and deep, they're pulling me under.
No, that was so. Yeah, I got goosebumps. I want to start. I was reading something about you finding your vista in each other. I love that you're vocal sisters. You're vocal sisters, and you're such vocal sisters. And I was thinking, just a little bit about how you started to make music together and sing together. It feels very much like a really natural, easy kind of, but such a beautiful blend of voices.
Yeah. It's definitely been very easy from the start, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a while ago now.
Yeah, must be 4 years ago that we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through like through the theatre and just I think singing together outside of the group when we had a chat at Taranaki Singer-Songwriters and Bert was one who put us together. Bert.
Because we're actually born a month apart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like there's something maybe in that. We were raised on the same music, and I feel like that's maybe coloured our voices. And there must be something, in the era that we grew
There's
up
a
with.
fine vintage in 1984.
Well, because that was another question. I was actually going to ask about your playlists, like when you were growing up, like what were on in your family playlists? Like, did you have records and then what was your...
Yeah, I was obsessed with the Carpenters. I was always obsessed with duos. Like, I love harmonies. But we had a lot of Michael Jackson growing up and Boyz II Men and
I had a little bit of everything. My mum was in a band when I was little. Yeah, she was in the band called the Legends in Hawke's Bay, and and they played like old kind of gold classics, I guess it was back in the day. Yeah. So my favourite song was Lollipop, which my mum will not let me forget that, but I did love that song. And so they played a lot of that old kind of rock stuff, Linda Ronstadt, all that kind of, big band sound from back in that era. But definitely for 80s music, Pat Benatar, all that kind of rock stuff. But on my other side of my whānau, that was a lot of R&B, soul, Whitney, so... definitely both ends of the spectrums in terms of music, and that's kind of carried me through my life. So I listen to a little bit of everything. I think it can be quite surprising when people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to go down the emo thing, like Foo Fighters, like Nirvana, System of a Down, Tool, it's always a little bit of something, I guess, in music. I think any music tells a story and be connected with. Yeah,
makes you feel something.
And because in your right, you talk about being like folk pop, and that makes a lot of sense too, because there's definitely that kind of 90s feel to a lot of the production of what you do, as well as this, I don't want to use the word sincerity, but there's such an openness into the writing as well. Do you mix the writing and who writes the songs and who writes the melody, or is it like a real synergy, or is it more...
Predominantly Sherry's doing the writing and I'm doing the melody and
we do a little bit.
We do bounce.
Differently, I think. This is all new to me, but I've always wanted to write a song, but I didn't really have the knowledge as such. But I've been a prolific writer throughout my life. And so I have all these things written down in that, but like how to turn that into a song was not my forte. So it was really cool meeting Chloe, who's got amazing background in composing and songwriting, to essentially learn from her and come together. But it was just really natural, eh? It was quite kind of like meant to be, I guess, but we kind of started with one thing that I wrote, and within 24 hours that were kind of merged into a song, and then from there it was just like one after the other. We've written like over 30 songs.
Pretty
Yeah.
So can I just go back to when you said you were always writing? Like, did you journal write or did you write essay? Yeah. Like, so you were always
thousands of books that Chloe's had the pleasure of seeing.
Whoa, that's some trust.
Yeah. Well, it is actually because it is not something that I just pull out. And be like, hey, check this out. But yeah, it was kind of felt safe enough to share as well because some of the things written are quite intimate. So and it's cool to be actually have someone who is on the same page and supportive of that as well. So I journaled from a very young age and originally wanted to be a journalist. So I mentioned did articles for school newspaper and things and just continued that throughout my life, particularly as an adult, as more mental health. Kind of as a creative, like everything gets in there
into the head.
It's good to have an outlet to get it out.
So and then you can sort of shape that writing a little bit around harmony and around
sort of
melody
get a sense for the mood of the song, and then I pretty much just sit in front of a guitar. Usually guitar, and then play around with it and see kind of what comes from it. Sometimes it's exactly as it's kind of laid out, or other times I'm kind of pulling. I'm like, I feel like this is the hook, or and sometimes it needs a bridge, and then we come together to work on that, or
because this is the first time we've had two people in the studio, you see, so it's a really different. What I'm really interested in is that the alchemy between, well, it's definitely synergy, but what is created when you kind of come together and make this thing, because to me a song is, it's music and lyrics, and it's where they're meeting, that's the power of a song. And you do it so well from two different worlds, if that makes sense, and you combine to this really beautiful, like a really, I haven't spoken to anyone who's done it as written like this, so it's really interesting to me.
I think that's where the vista comes in. Hey, that's when we kind of know it all just blends.
And it's felt just very easy from the start, right?
When we know we've gone to something, when we're like, get a little vibe and like, and surprise ourselves sometimes.
And I think even personality-wise, we're similar in some ways, in other ways, like Sherrie, like I can be a little bit like anxious, and then Sherrie will be like, come on, it's fine, and she'll sort of bring me down, and like, it's, we just sort of balance each other out and meet each other where we need to be met.
And do you think, going back to the prolific, in my feeling, that's a lot of songs, do you think writing together has helped with completing songs?
I only really know Moemoeā, like in terms of song creation. So for me, it's definitely felt like a journey. I feel like some of the stuff that we did at the start, which we've been talking about, like where we started and what we were writing, there's been a significant amount of growth, and like blending and finding Moemoeā's like, where we land, and and it's evolving. Yeah, the sound's definitely evolved. And I've learnt a lot around structure and stuff from Chloe, and so some of the writing has got a little bit more succinct. Some of it's not, because it just depends what comes out at the time, and I can be pretty random. So with some of the concepts and inspiration. So but it definitely feels like one was evolved from initially what we started with. Everything now is unexpected.
Tell me about your community, and tell me about, how that community has either influenced or supported this songwriting journey and this performance journey, because you do play and perform a lot around the rohi as well.
I think, our theatre community through Opuniki players have just sort of become our family, I guess. It's where we started. And they do just always make an effort to come out and come support, and support us on social media, and we really wouldn't probably have done this if it wasn't for them having our backs and
totally agree. Yeah,
kind of giving us the courage to step out and do it, and
courage, a nudge, push out the door,
a little kick, in the best way,
definitely. The theatre is Moemoeā Players has been amazing, and for me, as a standing point of creating relationships in a new community that I moved to. So, I've been in Moemoeā for about 9 years now, and moved there not knowing anyone. So they just use that as a place to meet people, with connection through music and choir, and from there that kind of journey began. That's how I got to meet Chloe, got to be part of shows, got to try acting. Like, it's definitely an amazing community who always got your back and pushing you forwards, and they're our cheerleaders
we
as
all
such
need those.
as well.
We all need those. With the lifestyle with farming, which milking cows, early mornings, and late nights if you're gigging.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit tricky sometimes. So summer's a little bit easier. Oh, that's when all the gigs are happening, but you're still getting up to milk the cows in the morning. And just sort of try and make it work, and try and get the daytime gigs when we can.
Not to have too many late nights. Very mindful of that. I'm a night owl, so we're polar opposites. But try not to have too many late nights.
And should we have a little go at this next tune? Which I love this song. I'm not going to talk about it. I just want to hear it. It's really,
Long warm nights, your fingers in my hair, relaxed and safe, no need to hide from you, unafraid to escape, no need to scream out loud. You undo all the pain that those before grew. 'Cause I never knew it'd be pleasure, pain and enlightenment, a little death takes my breath. Feels like enlightenment. All that I know, I lost in your eyes, so blue. I'm watching you, my pupils are wide. No breath can escape, I can't walk away. I'm here with you, I resign and bloom. 'Cause I never knew this pleasure, pain and enlightenment, This feels like enlightenment. Oh, may we shall live and know what our love was. Gone too fast, heady heart forbidden, lusty slipped away at the end of us. 'Cause I never is pleasure, pain and enlightenment. A little death takes my breath. This feels like enlightenment.
It is such a delicate song. It reminds me of lace.
Oh, I love that analogy.
So, oh my goodness. Felt like I was banging away.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to ask, do you talk about this song? About what it's about at all?
I don't really ask those questions.
Did you write this? The lyrics?
Yeah, this is kind of formed out of a beautiful mistake.
Yeah, so this is the odd one where we started with normally we wouldn't start with a melody, we'd start with lyrics, but this time we sort of had a melody, and Sherrie kind of formed the lyrics around that melody and with that kind of sense in mind. And
So it's a totally different
It
style
feels
of
very
composing.
usual vibe,
for us.
but
Yeah, and it was one I actually did dig into one of the books, find some inspiration, because the melody had the vibe.
Yeah. It's a beautiful mystery. It's kind of got so many layers. It feels quite layered and interesting. It's a new one, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, soon to be released this year.
yeah.
I kind of describe it as you have like love songs and things like that. I think this is like an intimate love song. It's not pretty and stuff like you usually have or happy, but there's those elements. And I guess the vibe in terms of the intimacy is like having that first intimate relationship with someone. Yeah.
It's really because I read it in so many different ways. I certainly heard it as that. And I also, funnily enough, I got this image of someone with dementia, which is totally, but I thought of that whole, and I was listening, and it's like, you're holding and someone's sort of moving away, and I thought of those little deaths of losing cognition and losing, that's what I mean. I feel like there's enough ambiguity, that sort of word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of ambiguity and depth and layers that it felt like it could be so many things. Yeah.
Yeah, well, totally could be. I mean, because that concept around, I guess, life or love and that around, pain, pleasure, and
loss.
Yeah, and using that. So, pain doesn't always have to be. It can be at both ends of the spectrum, right? And also, from some of the hardest things that cause pain can come enlightenment and relief.
Just a reminder, you're listening to Talkbox Sessions, the podcast that takes you behind the creative process of songwriters and music makers. Now back to our conversation with Moemoeā. Do you have set rehearsal times just as a process thing? Do you guys get together regularly, or how do you
We've
work
definitely started to be a little bit firmer about having a catch up every week.
And writing and playing?
Writing is a bit more fluid. It's when something pops up, we'll bounce it to the other person, pop it on the drive, and but rehearsing, we're trying to make it a weekly habit and amongst the
So we're
family
probably a
life
bit more structured now in the last year or so. using the tools like Messenger is great for sending demos backwards and forwards. And now we've got our Drive and stuff, so pop things in there, be like, hey, check out whatever, and do that and get excited and
listen to it over and over.
Over and over again.
Find harmonies. And,
Your harmonies are really, like, they go all over the place. Like, they're really, like, they're not just not your normal sticking to the thirds. It's very, it's like it totally is another, and, you know, it's a completely instrument. It's like 3 instruments, 2 voices and the guitar, but those 3 solid. Yeah.
Well, I think that's the vista there.
yeah, that's what we've tried to keep as our roots, say,
Our
guitar
roots.
and harmonies.
Harmonies.
And that felt like the perfect place to finish my conversation with Sherrie and Chloe. Moemoeā. 2 voices, a guitar, heartfelt songwriting, a whole lot of magic and real connection with their audience and with each other.